Well, we're going to retire soon.
I know, I can't wait.
I know, and we're going to go travel, so I've picked my countries and
I've got my country.
oh, holy smokes. I'm looking at yours. We have some same countries.
We do, and I've got way more than you.
Yes.
Yay, I win the
win.
contest.
So, look, lots of these countries are warm weather countries, so nice to go in the winter.
Yes, and then there's ones here. I've got Ireland and Scotland, and
Nice to go in the summer.
Kazakhstan. I think we have to go in the summer.
Yes.
Yeah, so we can maybe go like all year, or like with a quick trip home.
Yeah, it's kind of what I'd like.
Yeah,
I'd like
see
to come
the
home and see the
kids.
kids for a month, and then
Yeah.
we can be gone again.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
I'm so excited.
Me too.
Finally,
Oh
freedom.
my gosh, I can't
Freedom.
wait. Yay! We will just shut up the house.
Yeah.
And we've got our insurance. We're paying all our taxes. Everything,
Yeah.
everything is good.
All right.
Okay.
A few days later.
Oh no.
I can't believe it.
The lawyer said that we can only go out of the country for like 6 months. When we were signing some papers, he just happened to mention you can't leave BC for more than 6 months or you lose your MSP,
What is MSP?
Medical Services Plan.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting that acronym. I don't get it. I don't understand. We are paying our taxes. We have travel insurance. Like, we should be able to do what we want. We're finally retiring.
Yeah. All of a sudden this freedom feels like it's being pulled out from under us.
Yes.
Like 6 months, that's like, it's going to be hard to go for winter to the warmer countries and then go for a month or two to some of the, like the cooler climates in the winter. We want to go to them in the summer.
We're going to have to spend some winter time. But you know what? No, there's got to be another way.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm sorry. We've worked for 40 years. We've paid our dues.
We have property that we own in BC.
Yeah, like, why? No, I think we have to try to figure this out.
Yeah.
We have to.
Yeah, because, we want to travel in our go-go years
Yes.
and, our slow-go years too.
Yes, exactly. We can do cruises.
Our no-go years are going to come and be honest before we know it.
And our no-go years will be sitting on the deck rocking.
Paying our taxes.
Paying our
Living
taxes.
in our place.
Exactly. Going to the non-existent doctor.
Yes. Well, that was a fun little scenario that Lorianne and I just got through doing, but it really reflected what our thoughts were. Because when we retired, we just wanted to travel for a little bit. And we clearly had no idea about the medical services plan here in Canada, particularly in BC, about its impact and restricting our travel. Oh, hey, look, this is not, maybe if we just look at our travel insurance. So then we went and looked at our travel insurance, and the fine print that you read sometimes after is very clearly states that you have to be in the medical services plan to qualify for our travel insurance. So it's like between a rock and a hard place. That got us really thinking. Do we want to be held to our medical services plan here in Canada? Or do we just go look for some international healthcare coverage, which is not travel insurance? It's actually just full-time healthcare coverage. And this comes with its own set of challenges, right? Because I'm nearing 65, I don't have a perfect clean bill of health, and so all of these little things will add costs to that international healthcare coverage. Certainly the other option is just to self-cover, and as long as you're traveling to countries where healthcare is relatively inexpensive, such as Malaysia, Thailand, perhaps Philippines, those things are possible if one wants to choose that. BC does have one other option. Once in a 5-year period, you can be temporarily absent for vacation purposes for up to 2 years. And the only caveat here is you can only come back for 1 month at a time. So that is certainly one of the options that we will look at. It is giving us that possibility of being away and traveling to some of those colder countries during the summer months when we would prefer to visit those. There's one other option that I haven't mentioned yet, and that's that there's the snowbird option. Now, I can't find this on any of the government websites. What this is if you notify the government, in BC it's called Medical Services Plan, and you let them know the date you leave and the date you return, and as long as it's over the winter, they will grant you a little extra time beyond the 6 months. That's what we've heard. We are going to give that a try this year. We're going to phone them and book 7 months, or close to 7 months out of Canada, and see how that goes. I don't want to come across as entitled. Our feelings are that we've worked in BC and Canada for our whole working lives, 40 years, and we own property here in Canada, and we pay taxes here in Canada. We're perplexed by this requirement that holds us, essentially binds us to being in BC for 6 months. We don't understand why that's in place. All right, let's summarize this. Canadian healthcare system, and you know what? It is, in many ways, a wonderful system. And we're particularly talking about the BC one now. All the other provinces are fairly similar. So if you're not from BC, check the other ones. If you want to be temporarily absent, you can only be absent for 6 months before your provincial healthcare coverage no longer covers you, which means, in Canada, often your travel insurance will no longer be covering you. There is the 2-year option that you can take once in 5, that you can be absent from the province for 2 years. Little caveat, can only come back for 30 days. And there's the little one that, in BC, there's this snowbird option where you can possibly be gone for 7 months, although it's not written down anywhere. So without BC or Canadian medical coverage and travel insurance, you're facing some sort of international healthcare coverage, which, if you're younger and in good health, is pretty reasonable when we looked into it. But as you get older, the prices increase quite a bit. And of course, if you have other, risk factors, they'll jump again. So in BC, in Canada, that's the requirements. And we are LA and Dean.
Exploring grandparents.
And we just want to welcome you to our channel and follow along on our journey.
Exactly, and we would love it if you support us. You know what? It is free to join the channel.
Absolutely. So
Absolutely.
just click that subscribe button, and if you like, push the bell.
Yeah, and actually send us a comment. We answer all comments.
We do.